So now let's actually talk about, and let me show you the only tools that you need to turn your ideas into reality with AI coding. So the first tool that you need is called V0. It's a tool by Versal. And this is used to generate prototypes quickly and to visualize your idea. So you go to their website, v0.dev, and what you see here is basically similar to ChatGPT, right? It doesn't ask you, in this case, what can I help with? It definitely already asks you, what can I help you ship? That is nice, so very, very defined already. You can see here what people are doing, right? Microsoft Paint mock-up here, very nice. You can even put screenshots in here, import something from Figma if you're familiar with that. A landing page, a project, a sign-up form, but it's also just sufficient to paste in and type in some text here. So I will show you later on how the real workflow works, but for now, just understand V0 is for prototyping. You don't have to download anything, and it works just fine with text. The next app is Replit. Replit is a cloud-based, beginner-friendly platform that I use for deployment. They do have their own like agent tools as well, so you sort of can code there as well. However, I do think that Cursor in that sense is already still very superior. So I still use it like for a different use case. But Replit, I have found, is a very effective tool to actually deploy your app. So bringing the code to the internet, making it accessible for people. So Replit is replit.com. You can see here I already have an account. Let me quickly log out to show you what it costs, because I think they do have some like free plans that help you get started. But I think to deploy it like to a custom domain, etc., you would need to pay. So yeah, it's $25 per month, which is very, very affordable. Thinking about what you can do with this. So the free plan here gives you limited Replit agent access. Like I said, you don't really need that right now at this point. However, I do think it will get pretty powerful on the long run. And you can have 3 public apps, but then it's, I think, just on their their domain, right? Like repl.com, something like that. So I believe if you wanted to have something, unlimited and to your own custom domain, I'm actually not sure if they support custom domains in the free plan as well. Let me quickly check this. Custom domain, don't find anything here. Yeah, so they might even support it with their free plan. Well, I would suggest just start out with the free plan, and when you see you hit a limit, right, that you can't actually, use with a free plan. For example, one thing I do think that will be necessary is this SSH access, because after all, we will code in Cursor, and SSH helps you to connect the 2 apps, which is a critical step. So probably, to be honest with you, I think you will, in the long run, need the $25 per month. However, if you don't feel like that, start out with the free plan to make your first learnings. I do pay this yearly, so I probably got a nice deal here on the yearly plan, and can definitely recommend it to you, because this allows you to host your web app as well, which is like the expensive part in all of this. Right. And then as a third tool, what we have here is Cursor. That is the best tool, in my opinion, for guided AI assistant coding and development. As you probably know, there are loads, and there is, lots of content on YouTube around like comparing these different tools, etc. And that is where people get stuck, right? They see these comparisons and don't really get to really learn and build with these tools. So let me tell you from my experience, and this is what you are paying for here with this course, right? You pay for the experience, you get the shortcut. Use Cursor. Use Cursor, connect it to Replit. Start out with a prototype from V0. It works. It just works. So that is the setup. V0 plus Replit plus Cursor, and that does the magic. So next up, I will show you the actual workflow.